Hey everybody, what's up? It's Sherelle from QueenShe Sense. I just kind of want to do a brief little introduction. So on March 28th, I went live for the first time on Instagram. Had a little bit of an audience. It wasn't too major, but it's something that I wanted to accomplish for myself, to kind of put myself out there, get people to know me, things like that. I had two lovely ladies join me. One was the owner of Armstrong Empowerment Coaching. Her name is Debra Armstrong, and the other is Asia, and she is the owner of Above the Bar. So this is how the conversation went. So I hope you guys enjoy our live. My Instagram, and then I'll edit it and send you your copy, and whoever else decides to join me, send them their copy too. So it's my first time going live. Super excited. Well, my first time going live on my Instagram. I went live on Facebook before, and I've never really introduced myself to my Instagram followers. I just put the product out there, it sold, and then you never saw the face behind the brand. So my name is Sherelle, 31 years old, married, no kids, what else. Have two cats though, they're pretty cute. And I am the owner of QueenShe Sense. I actually own two businesses. So QueenShe is actually my brand. So I have QueenShe Sense, which are here now. And then I also have QueenShe Productions. So a little bit about QueenShe Sense. It's basically a self-care brand. So just anything that you can use to just make the quality of your day better, I pretty much sell it. So I sell lotion, hand sanitizer, bath bombs, shower steamers. Well, I can't even think now. I don't know. Beard oil. There's a post that I made that tells everything I sold. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now, but I really am drawing a blank. And then my QueenShe production side of things is basically video editing. I published a book, and that's who's with me now. This is my first project with QueenShe Productions, Debra Armstrong. I published her book for her. It's called When the Kisses Stop, A Tale of Lessons Learned. It's a mini series, so it's really good. You should go to Amazon and get your copy today. I have another book that I'm working on. It's called The Promise. It's by another up-and-coming author. It's really good. It's not a sci-fi book, but it's kind of sci-fi. So if you're into sci-fi, but not really, and you're kind of religious, you may love that book. On there. So the QueenShe production does things like that. So definitely if you have something you want. Oh, and I have an artist who is local here in Las Vegas. And in June, we will be doing a wine or a paint and sip. So I don't know what it is with me and alcohol, but here we are. Speaking of, did buy my wine. So I was suggested to buy the Stella Rose Black. So I have that. I bought it from Walmart, I think. It was $11, so it wasn't that expensive. And it's just a twist top, so you could twist it off, twist it back on when you're done with it. So you don't have to drink the whole bottle in one day unless you really want to. So it's not a cork. It's kind of good. I mean, I'm in my little glass. And I'm drinking it, so I'm liking it so far. So, yeah. Hi. I can't hear you.
Hi.
Hi. So what about you? Who are you? What are you here for?
Oh, okay. My name is Debra, and so I am so glad to be here. Sherelle, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm here because, as she mentioned earlier, I have a company called Armstrong Empowerment Coaching, and what I do is I actually am I'm an empowerment coach that helps women that have low self-esteem and may not necessarily feel like they have the courage to go forth and pursue their dreams. And so I'm here to inspire them, motivate them, and help them and to realize that they have more inside of them than what they believe. In addition to that, I also, like Sherelle mentioned earlier, have written a book called When the Kisses Stop, A Tale of Lessons Learned. It's a very short story featuring 5 women. And basically, it's the focus of that book is just get people to think about the significance of a kiss, but not in the sense of how intimate it may be, but to think about the significance of a kiss and what life lessons that you learn from those kisses, especially when those kisses stop. What did you learn about yourself? You know, what did you learn about that person? What did you just learn about how meaningful that kiss is? Because to me, a kiss is more than just putting lips together, okay, or body parts together. A kiss to me actually means that, you know, it's telling me something. It's telling me, like, what did I learn about myself? So these stories with these women, it's a very short story, gives you the opportunity to learn the lessons that they learned when their kisses stop. But I also like to invite people to go one step further, and that is also to talk about, form a group, like a book study group or a book club, and just sit down and talk about not only what lessons that you think that that person could have learned in addition to what I'm saying, but also to learn about what would you learn if you were in that situation about yourself. So it's more of a self-healing book. So I'm here basically just to promote the services and the book I wrote, but I'm also here just to hear from other women too. I believe that we women sometimes get the short end of the stick, you know, because we're such caregivers and we fail to take care of ourselves. And I'm here to teach you how to take care of yourself first.
I mean, really, that's what it is. So, like, the Unwind is basically, that's what it is. So, typically, I don't know if you've ever been to, like, an Unwind party. It's basically just, usually happens on weekend, and it's just you and a group of your girlfriends, and y'all grab a bottle of wine or multiple bottles or however you want to do it, and you just drink wine and you just talk about how the week went. So that's basically what we're doing now, in a sense, is just with my QueenShe Productions business, I promote other businesses. So your business is the first one that I've promoted. I've, made things, different flyers and things like that for you and your business, and I actually designed that cover for that book that you made. So I just want to promote other businesses, promote other women, get them to know me while I get to know them. I'm not just here to sell you stuff and make a lot of money and forget about you. If you've ever ordered from me, if you've ever ordered from my site, I keep in touch. I do those follow-up emails. I just make sure everything's okay. I make sure that when the package was sent to you, that there wasn't any mistakes. If there's mistakes, I'll redo it, no charge. I send it back to you. So it's not just me wanting to make money, which obviously that's the goal. I have a lot of people on my page, on this particular page, who are business owners who kind of know how it is. And yeah, the end goal for all of us is to make money. Yeah, that's great. That's amazing that we're going to make money doing these things that we really enjoy doing. But did you help somebody? Did you encourage somebody? What good thing did you do? You know what I'm saying? So that's really why I started my business. That's really why I do the things I do, because I feel like every person should be able to have something. Like my bath bombs, for example, I sell them for $1.50. Same thing at Walmart is $5. I don't want to buy a $5 bath bomb, but I still want to relax. I still want to have a good time. I still want to enjoy my night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll buy your $1.50 bath bomb, because I feel like every woman or every man or person or human being deserves that quality time to themselves, because that's a form of self-care, is having that time to yourself and knowing that there's somebody out there who encourage you to do such things. So I really, like, with your coaching thing, you know, like, that's gonna change so many people. I mean, I've known you my whole life, so, and you've encouraged me to do so many things that you know. So if I can take the knowledge that I learned from you and move it on, and then have other people be blessed with the knowledge that you've given me my whole life, you know, that's pretty good, you know. So, yeah.
So yeah, I thank you for sharing that, because that's a great, for me, testimony, in showing people that, you know, what I do is I'm successful at doing it, you know, because I am in my opinion, I'm a great motivator, and I love encouraging and motivating people to be the best of who they are, and to unveil that hidden part of them. And I've watched you grown, you know, over the years, as you mentioned. Of course, we've known each other all your life, but I really appreciate the things that you're doing with QueenShe Sense and QueenShe Production. So it's kind of like, you know, I help motivate you, but you're also helping motivate me as well, you know. And I admire the risk taking that you are. And I think a lot of times we as women are so afraid to take risks in doing something that's out of our norm. And I sit back and I watch you take those risks daily, and how productive you have become in doing that. So for the rest of the people on this call as well listening, I encourage you, whatever your dream and your passion is, you know, go forth and do it. You know, you got to take a risk. And yeah, it's hard and it's a lot of work, and I know, but you know, it's worth it in the long run. So coaching for me didn't just start today. It's been going on most of my adult life. I've been a coach to a lot of women. I just was doing it for free. So it's like, you know, I believe in helping as well and giving back.
So it is an Unwind. I know you don't drink wine. So what do you have to share with us? What drink did you?
The traditional cultural drink, iced tea.
What did you call it?
The traditional culture drink of iced tea without all the sugar.
Is it good, really?
Huh?
Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good to me.
So with your coaching thing, how can people find you and sign up for that? And
yeah, they could go to my email address, which is quite long. It's armstrongempowermentcoaching@gmail.com. And when you go onto that Facebook page, you'll see a link that tells you when you can sign up. And so I just wanted to share people, because sometimes people are afraid to pay to help themselves. But the reason why it's important to pay to help yourself and to encourage yourself and discover who you are is because it's like making an investment. We make investments in everything in life. You know, that wine that you're drinking was an investment. Buying that iPhone is an investment. And so we need to learn as women how to invest in our self-care as well. And so when you first start, I'm going to provide to everybody that's listening a 30-minute coaching session for free, just to see if we're a good fit and if you want to work with me. And then after that, you know, I do have to charge, you know, just like everybody else do. But I think that you will come out of it feeling not only better about yourself, but being able to have a game plan of what you're going to do in order to fulfill that dream that you have. And dreams are important to me because I've been, in my mind, my world, very successful in accomplishing a dream. And so I don't know if I could share that now. Can I share that, Sherelle? A dream that I accomplished? Okay. So years ago, I have always loved working with battered women and their children, because I feel that women that are mistreated, to me, it's just sad and shameful for women to have to go through that. And so for many years, I had a dream, and that dream that I had was to start a domestic violence shelter program for women and their children. And granted, I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel like I was smart enough to do it. I didn't feel like I had the resources. I definitely didn't have the resources to do it. But one day, you know, I just stepped out on, I have a belief, I'm a Christian, and so I stepped out on faith and just said, you know, I'm just gonna step out and start this shelter program. And so I had no money at all to do this. So I wrote letters to people asking them for funds to help me to open up a shelter program. And so while I may not necessarily at that time receive the money, what I did receive from a good friend of mine is a connection. And the connection was to a woman that had a domestic violence program that was closing their doors and was wanting to be able to give the home that they had to another nonprofit. And so because she believed in the cause of working with women and children, we were able to acquire a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home that was on a 1/3 acre of land. And so I didn't have the resources to pay people to work with me. And I had another job at the time as well. So what happened is, so I couldn't be there full time. I recruited volunteers, and those volunteers began to help me to get everything in order and to accomplish the things that I needed to. And that was one of the proud moments of my life, besides having my children and my grandchildren. But it allowed me to be able to start believing in myself that I could do something and I could do it right. And I was successful in running that shelter program for 12 years. And while I'm no longer there, it is still running today, and it pleases my heart that some of the things that I attempted to accomplish that they have been able to accomplish, in addition to what was pretty much given to them. So I encourage any of you that's sitting out there that says, you know what, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, I don't have this, I don't have that. Stop. You have everything that you need right now to be able to accomplish everything that you need to accomplish right now. Never be afraid of small beginnings, because those small beginnings will open up the doors for you to grasp a larger path, whatever that may be for you. And so what I did when I started the shelter program, I had a pen, because you know back then we didn't really have a whole lot of technology, and I wasn't very smart with it in what I did have. So what I did have was pen, paper, and this. That's how the shelter program here in Reno, Nevada, called Safe Embrace got started, because of that. And I had friends that was willing to come alongside me and help me out.
And they did something for you recently, or they're planning on doing something for you, right? Something.
The shelter program?
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing, but I know that they have allowed me to go back into the program and check it out to see. I shouldn't say that's a poor choice of words, but to be able to see the work that they're doing, and I'm proud about that. So I tell anybody, if I can do it, anybody can do it. We as women have to learn how to encourage ourselves. And not only that, we have to learn how to like ourselves. And then once we like ourselves, we have to learn how to love ourselves. Because when we learn to start liking ourselves and start loving ourselves, we can kind of like draw a line in the sand, and we will realize our value and not tolerate certain things any longer. So if any of you ladies out there are being victims of domestic violence, I honor you, my hat's off to you. I'm sorry that you're going through that, but that is not an ordeal that you have to go through alone. There's shelter programs in your neighborhoods, your counties, your cities. There's toll-free numbers, national toll-free numbers. You just have to reach out. There's the websites, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there.
And locally, I actually have a lady that's going to be on my podcast. Her name's Michelle. she does something. I don't want to get it wrong, but she owns a organization that supplies like goodie bags, I think it is, to the local women's shelter out here in Vegas.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
I think she's going to be on my next podcast, which is called QueenShe Speaks. So definitely look out for that podcast so she could talk about everything that she does for the women of Las Vegas who are victims of domestic violence.
That's nice. That's nice.
I've never done this before. Like I said, this is my first time going live. I invited you and I invited two other people. I don't know where Olivia's at, but one of the other girls is actually on. So I think I can have both of you guys at the same time. But I'm about to see. I think it's different.
Thank you.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if she's still. Oh, there she is.
There we go. Hi.
You know what I just
Let me
realized
see. Can you
too? I never even asked, what's your name?
My name is Asia.
I didn't hear you.
Let me see.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, I saw your TikTok. So this is what happened. I was on TikTok because I do have a TikTok page, and she was actually the first person to follow me on TikTok, I think. Like, she owns a small business. She'll talk about that on her own time. And she had made a TikTok the other day, like, oh, I went live on social media the first time, and I got all these followers, or like, it was like over 1,000 people, like, views or something like that. And I was like, oh, well,
Yeah,
I'm going live. I don't know anything about it. So you got to go live with me. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, my first time going live was March 13th. I'm from Detroit, so March 13th is 3/1.
I don't know if that's my connection.
I got off live, and all of a sudden I had like thousands of notifications. And so I looked at my page and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And then I looked at my website and I had a bunch of orders. So I was really happy, but that was my first time going live. So it was really exciting.
Yeah. That's cool. And you just, so what is it that you do?
So the name of my business is Above the Bar. I got started June of last year, and I sell satin line hoodies. So this is one that I have on now. I sell satin line hoodies, and then I'm branching off into other satin line headwear. I just released these in February, and this is the product that like really made my business take off.
Yeah. I saw you had like sold out and then you restocked. So I mean that's
so I ended up selling out over that weekend, which was
because I'm like this. I started my business in June of 2020 during the pandemic, and then I started my business and everything was going good. I had sales, and then I got COVID, and I had to like 2 months, so I wasn't selling anything. So I'm just trying to pick myself. So I used this month of March just to kind of build it back up and where it should be and things like that. So yeah, I really appreciate you doing this though, and I like watching your TikTok videos there.
I'm happy people I get that a lot, that people like my TikTok videos, because I batch record, so I record all of the videos in one day. So sometimes like a 60-second video can take so long. Like if I start at 9, I might not get done till like 6. So I like that people actually like the content that I create.
Yeah, no, I need to be like you. I feel like we need to keep in contact.
Social media is a full-time job. So I just graduated from Howard University in May of 2020, and I had an internship from August of 2020, and then it just recently ended in January, and I was the social media manager. So that's how I kind of got started in like social media. So I would say the one thing that in my business that I'm like really, really good at would be social media, but everything else is really struggle.
Oh, I think you're doing a good job. Like I said, yeah. Matter of fact, so the other person who's here, this is my Debra, she needs help with her social media. So if you guys wanted to see, look at that connection. It's I would say, and this is just my personal opinion, with her social media, it's more so like content. Like she has really good ideas of what she wants to do, but doesn't know how to do it. You know?
Yeah.
So maybe that's something she can help you with. So you should get with her.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah, this is all over. But yeah, like I said, I do appreciate you guys doing this for me. It's my first time going live, and I'm not a person who I enjoy being on social media. I enjoy liking people's stuff and going to their websites and adding myself to like their mailers and things like that. But I'm not the type person to do this. Like, this is definitely out of my comfort zone. This is like, it took a while to build up the courage to me to actually go. Well, it took a while for me to make a TikTok. So I don't know if you've been on my page, but like my first TikTok, like my first like 10 videos on TikTok is just like my brand. Like, it's not me. It's just the stuff that I sell, the things that I've been doing. And so to put like a face, so this whole thing for me is just to like put a face to the brand, you know. So it means a lot for you guys to actually agree to do this with me, for me. I know I said I was going to go till thank you till 7 o'clock, but I actually just got a message. I have something I have to do. So we'll go. I didn't say, what are you drinking? Because I did ask you to bring wine, but I don't know what I know you're drinking on something over there, but I don't know.
No, I just have water. I'm a water person. I really don't like drink. I'm not like a drinker, and I don't drink anything but water.
Oh, that's good. I need to be like you. You're like right now.
That's pretty much the only healthy habit that I have.
Yeah.
Is that I only drink water, but everything else, I just eat what I want. I do what I want. It's probably not the best.
That's mainly what it is. I need to drink more water because my face is really breaking in. So, but I won't. But yeah, so I do have something I have to do. So, like I was saying earlier, I don't know if you caught it. I'll save this and I'll edit it a little bit and I'll send you a copy. So if you want to post it on your social media, you can post it on your social media. Things like that. And just kind of, I guess we're friends now, so we'll add each other and talk and things like that. Thank you guys again so much for doing this. I will be doing more of these probably in the future, so if you ever do it again or whatever the case may be, something else. But I have to go. So
well, thank you for having me.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this for me.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.